What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the stream. Tuesday, market open. Yesterday, we saw all of the stocks that were being shorted coming back. The gap filled as we expected. Luckily, the community was correct. Today, what's going to happen? We've got crypto getting smashed. Press red for a check. Unfortunately, on that level, we'll talk about the support and where we're at. We'll also talk about the stock market and more. See you guys on the side. Enjoy the intro. I did change it. So make sure to smash the like button. Change it. That's sneaky, Gotham. That's sneaky. Three, two, one. Welcome everyone to the stream. How you going today? Tuesday market open. And I gotta say, it looks like the little Twitters, the little Redditors, everyone in the stock tweets, they're starting to come alive for the power of this stock here. Yesterday, quite correctly actually, I've got to reset this 1 second. We have no pen, guys. If we don't have a pen, we can't do the analysis. There we go. We're getting the pen. Perfect. That should work. So, yeah, GME on fire at the moment, 217. Will it continue? Well, we know that we like to see these types of things. I just want to start here because it's at pretty pitiful lows in terms of conversation about GME. And when it becomes pretty pitiful lows, that's when retail gets in, or at least the whales. Need that water for today. So, pre-market up 8.89%. We're starting to see that little bit of an uptick. You'll notice here message volume up 1.94%. Let's have a quick look through around here. Look at this. There's people discussing AMC sold. All AMC go back to GME. The big dog lets go GameStop. This guy knows. This guy knows. See, he's smart. He's smart. He's trying to make it through. Where do we know things get real? Well, we know things get real in terms of this squeeze around $240. That will be the level that we are watching together in today's stream. We've got to always pay attention to that whenever we can. GME, the market is done okay. I got the email, says John Markman. All right. John, very good. Very good. Well, he says it's done at the market. I'm looking for a 240 plus. We'll see how the volume goes today, but it certainly is raking into the morning. Now, we've got a new screen here today, guys, so hopefully it looks all right. We've got it all set up correctly. It should be fine. We'll go through our market summary first. We'll go through everything that's going on. Of course, yes, I'm very well aware the crypto market was probably, unfortunately, going to breach 30,000 today. We'll go through that right now. Why? Well, because of this. If you have a daily close and there's no buy rejections around these levels, it's not looking strong. Now, we've theorized for a couple of days now that we expect this market to actually get under this level. We go down to the 4 hour and you'll notice it just breached at the start of this stream. See that? Just breached through. Support, 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 and it's breaching as we speak, 30,500. So we're going to probably have to watch this one because it's going to go straight down to 30K and then be met by, no doubt, some buy demand. But I have a feeling that this is exactly what we need, actually, for this market to finally do its normal thing. It's going to spike. This is what we hope. We hope it spikes, gets busted, move, big whales come in, all the whale shorts get taken out, and they're basically all happy and they get back in, and then we see the recovery and the repair. I'll certainly be looking at that, but at this stage, yes, this is punishing, and you can see here that it's very, very close to getting under 30. Guys in the chat room, what do you think? Do you think it's going to go under 30,000 today? Yes or no? Let me know right now. I want to know. I want to know whether it's going through. Yeah, the screen should be a little bit better quality. So basically, my old one's very, very high refresh rate, 240, but this one's just an IPS, so I'm not sure if it comes through with more clarity, but the colors should be a little bit better. I thought when we're streaming, we should have better colors for our charts whenever possible. Will this go under 30 today? Yes or no? You guys let me know. A few people saying look at BTC shorts. We certainly will. Let me just have a quick look at this chart for a second. Beautiful. I'm looking for this. A series of lower peaks. Lower peaks, guys. Don't ever discount the technical analysis through all markets. Remember that. That's actually a currency market, but there's always the lower peaks, the same thing. Or BTC shorts. Look, the nasty whales, they're here. Now, I got some flack on Twitter. Follow FX Evolution on Twitter, !Twitter if you want to. A few people were messaging me about this. I mentioned today as well, the whales were unloading, and obviously that's going to mean that we're starting to see that turnaround. But I remember if we went back through and I was talking about these big whales are piling in, there was a few people that said at this point, they said, the problem is that the whales are going to lose this time, blah, blah, blah. The whales never lose, guys. It's like Wall Street. These are the nasty, nasty whales. They don't lose. We lose, or we try not to lose so that we can understand what they're doing. Remember, follow the big money. It always works out. So here's where BTC shorts was. And you remember that Bitcoin, of course, sitting around that 37 to 40K mark. They didn't lose. They won because they're nasty business. Where are we now? Right back down. So if you look at the Bitcoin shorts here on the Bitphoenix, which isn't all of the data, I understand that. But when you think about it, where is it coming back down to? 2.9 over here. Very close to the low point. Put this in perspective. If we go over the weekly, you'll again see the shorts have come out of the market. And while it could still short through a little bit further, it's most likely that they're getting ready to bring back the buying train. They're bringing back the buying train. I hope it happens somewhere under here. Let's see what the community says. People say 28K, 26K. Thank you very much for subscribing. Jack Cope as well. 29K from Clay K. Clark. Simon says 25. Stamina says 20K. Most people are saying under the 30. No one. Under 30K with panic in the market, then lightning bolt. From Athixie. That's right, Athixie. That's what we hope. Praise if that happens. That's exactly what we hope. Because if we get it, then what are we beginning? We're beginning a serious repair in the markets. Let's just quickly theorize. Man, that is good clarity. TN panels versus IPS. Damn, those candlesticks are like HD right now. Let me just zoom in on that. Damn, that's a vibrant red. Does everyone see that vibrant red? Doesn't look that vibrant on the stream, I don't think. But damn, the IPS screen is getting all crazy in here. Dell. Buy Dell stock. Not that you can anymore, I don't think. Support. Now, where is this? About 28.5. So we're either going to go down I think we're going to go down to one of these weekly wicks. Which one? I don't know. But one of these weekly wicks does make some sense. Do we complete, let's say, a channel fall off? So if we do get underneath this zone and we go back to a daily, now traditionally, you would see this market and you would think, close underneath. Now, we haven't had a close, but a close underneath, I'm going to take that range, I'm going to extrapolate that out, and that's going to give you a 20,000 number. Okay, so I see where people are getting their 20K number. I hope it doesn't go down there. If it does, I'll buy some. That's okay. But if it does, I don't want it to go down there. Ideally, we see a false break to the downside. And that false break to the downside will be in line with this kind of concept. And you know what? We've been playing out very, very well through this concept. So we've had this bit. We've had, of course, the dead cat bounce. We can call it whatever we want. If he wants to call it selling climax, and then we tell it AR rally, doesn't matter. Dead cat bounce, doesn't matter. It's the psychology of the market. There we go. We've had a little bit of a peak, or at least an equal kind of test up here, and we haven't had the new low. So we've had quite a few tests of the bottom, but not the new low. Will we get a new low followed by, as you can see over here, every one of these is the lightning bolt, the trough, the peak, the lower trough, or the higher trough, sorry, not lower trough, higher trough, higher peak. That's the sequence that we want, guys, for these traders. Now, the problem is it's doing serious damage to the altcoins. Let's just quickly refresh here on the altcoins. Of course, the market now down to $1.22 trillion. That's pretty small compared to where it has been. If we actually click market capitalization, oh, terrible. See how Bitcoin hasn't made a new low, but still it is the king. You can clearly see it driving price here because look at this. This is where Bitcoin goes low. The market's already cracked underneath from the altcoins. The altcoins are just getting obliterated, but Bitcoin hasn't even broken under 30 yet. And this is probably delayed as well. So you can really see that Bitcoin is still the most important coin to the market. Its repair is incredibly important. And if you're these for 1 sec here, my goodness, look at them all. Polkadot, $14. My ICO in Akala is crap now. Oh no, guys. Stupid Akala. Why Polkadot down $14? That's not going to be good for Akala. Let's have a quick look at KSM. I'm actually interested to know where KSM is. Hello, KSM, where are you? Kasama. Oh, getting cheap. 175. Oh, jeez. And that was so high only a few days ago because of all the parachain auctions. Oh, no. KSM, so low. I'll be watching that coin as well. If it has a picture of a bird in crypto, you always know it's going to do well, guys. So we'll be watching this throughout the session. We're theorizing a new low. We don't know which one it's going to go. I think something like 29, 28 and a half, something around that level makes sense. And I hope that it spikes back up and finds whale buyer momentum. Because if it doesn't, it's going to be bad. We're going to go down, 2620. You guys know those levels. 26,000 or 20,000 do both make sense. Let's hope it doesn't have to come to that. Quickly go over to Ethereum before we check out the stock markets and get diving in. Oh, it's also declining here quite solidly. So you can see the support across the board just getting obliterated again. The previous lows, Ethereum coming through. Let's have a look at the weekly. Get a bit of an idea where we're at. 15. I mean, that's the weekly. The weekly 50 is down here. The structure base was, of course, originally around that kind of 1400 on the daily. So around there, about that 1400 zone. So is that the last level if Bitcoin gets through? Could it just flash dump? You've got to be prepared in these types of things for the flash dump on the alt. So if Bitcoin does go under 30, of course, altcoins can go very wild very quick. Now, that's where it pays sometimes to have a plan that you're prepared to hold investments on. Now, the only way you're going to get the prices, though, is unfortunately buy limits. You can't be watching the market being like, oh, I'm going to press market. Oh, and it changed 10% in 1 second. Because as we all know, when the crypto market gets falling through, it usually crashes the network. And when the network crashes, then you're less likely to get cleared. We saw that last time with the crashes. Be prepared for the type of market you're in. If the market gets under 30,000, which it's about to, you can see it right now during the stream. It's kind of, it's those momentous times that sometimes if you're there, you're watching a stream, you're watching trading, these are the types of things that you remember. If this goes through, we've already seen on the stream together an epic fail in the crypto markets. Will we see it go through 30 and get chunked right now? This is super interesting. We will go over the stock market very soon. Where's Doggy Coin? Doge Coin. Let's have a quick look. Let's bring both up. Let's bring up the Doge for a second here. Oh, wow. I didn't even know it was so low. That thing has been out of sight, out of mind for me. Elon Musk stealing people's money. I actually don't forgive Elon for this because I think he ruined a lot of people's lives, personally. That's my personal opinion. Don't hate on me for it. But I don't forgive him for it, all right? I think it's dodgy. To encourage so much this coin is very uncool, in my opinion. But it is what it is. That's only my opinion on the piece. 0.177. So it's really declining now. And I think when it's all said and done, if this really does get punished through, it could go to 0.09 quite easily. The Doge coin. Not good. Not good at all. So BTC, you can see the pump coming in here, 30,131, 30,120. Oh, we're going to see it, guys. We have to focus in on this. It's just too exciting. And yes, I will be losing money if it goes down. I do have little snivelings of investment in the BTC right now. Little snivelings. Just a beginning. Can't not take 30, hey? Crashes equals scam, says John Doe. Interesting. Welcome to the 974 viewers today. Smash that like button, guys, if you do enjoy it. We need to get in the 1 minute, Tom. All right. The 1 minute chart. It looks like this is not going to be the time for BTC to get through. So you know what, chat? I need you to tell me when BTC is getting through 30 so we can go over and watch it, all right? Spam me up if it goes through during the session because we've got to go on and continue with our normal advert information. US 100. Let's get into the market just quickly here. So the sea of red on the crypto market, it is a sea of okay markets on the stock market. You know what? Community, you guys have been correct. We've been correct together, haven't we? We smashed it yesterday. What did we know? All of the nasty short stocks came back hard. XLF, the financial sector, came back hard. We had a feeling the gap would close. Let's just quickly go through this Nas firstly. I'm bullish Nasdaq. You guys know this. You know I'm all green, all good on the Nasdaq at this point. But you know what? We're so close. Let's just get past the long leg doji over here. Here's the long leg doji. For anyone that doesn't know, if you're just coming to the stream, the indecision candle. This is exactly the kind of candle that means the market has no idea what it wants to do. The importance of this is it's happening at the point of resistance. And all we need, guys, just give us a close up here so we know that July is going to at least be... We want July to be green. Let's make July green. Let's make some of August green. Then September's going to be red. Then October's going to be whatever. November, whatever. And then we'll buy for Christmas Santa rally for the end of the year. That's what we want, yeah? Well, that's what I want. Why not? So we've got some nice movement here early in the Nasdaq. Can we go down to the daily? Do we see anything? It's okay. Let's go to the 4 hour. The volume has been up recently as well in the Nasdaq. Let's have a look at the actual NDX. So the NDX over here, it's good. Let's have a look at the QQQ. Oh, not the QQ, the QQQ. So go back over the daily for a second. Yes, the volume's been pretty solid up here, which tells me that nasty Wall Street's been liquidating. A lot of retail's been liquidating and getting out. But when I say fill the gap, and I guess a lot of people need to learn this type of thing, is yesterday we did some great analysis on the market. In fact, I'd encourage you to go and watch the daily recap yesterday because it's a classic case of putting together the pieces of the puzzle and making them all make sense so that you can be more successful when it comes to trading. So we want to be basically looking at the 50 exponential moving average. And you can see here that we had 1, 2, 3 holds of the 50. We also had an unusual circumstance, which was the witching hour event. Now, the witching hour event, quadruple witching in this case, means that 4 different options were expiring at the same time. We got a gap in the market. We hit a 50 exponential. We had a support on XLF. We had a support on the Dow. We had a support on the S&P 500, and the list goes on. It's very likely that we were going to fill the gap. Now, we got it to the T yesterday. We said 42.20. You can go check. 42.20, 42.10 was our aim for the trade yesterday. Now, it was good, and it definitely worked out. Today, I don't really know if I expect huge strength to come through in these short potential stocks. I kind of feel like if you have a look at some of them now, they're hitting zones that maybe they're finding a little bit of resistance. Remember, it's 2 steps down, 1 step back kind of process. So John Deere, it came back to the 20 moving average. It was getting a little bit far away. It came back. Am I a bit bullish on this? I wouldn't say no. I wouldn't say I'm bullish on it. You know, UPS comes back to the resistance. Maybe that's going to get a little bit weaker. So is it going to be another strong day for tech and maybe healthcare and biotech and the sectors we like, and then maybe a little bit weakness for the other one? I think it could certainly be. What's going on? Is my internet going bad? The internet should be good, guys. I paid more money. So I think the S&P 500 could be like this. floppy all around. It's not good. Crap, in fact. But maybe we're going to find some little skerricks of high quality stocks in the tech sector to be having a look at. Because when we go through all of these, the Crocs, it's pulled back to the resistance, kind of close. The cat, it's pulled back to this. Look at this. Look at this. Support becomes resistance. You know, I don't like buying these levels for cat. Do I like buying that level? No. Because it's come back to a previous level of support, which could act as resistance. It's that role reversal kind of analogy. So we've got to be very, very, very careful. Use and Vision's come in with a huge bunch of red balls. And he says, crash coming July, mid-August. We will have a correction about 20% and a crash probably in early next year. So 20% is pretty deep. It's definitely possible. And I kind of agree with you. I think maybe the last week of July could be actually a little bit nasty. And I'm hoping we go green in the Nasdaq. Green, because this is the plan. We've got the plan. We've got the green Nasdaq. We've got the green healthcare, the green biosector. Things get glorious. July, people are like, oh, euphoria, it's great. And then we'll be sniffing out some failings in the market later on this year. Because that other one was quite small, there's a good chance there'll be a second pullback later on. But you know what? We'll let the price action do the talking. We won't necessarily know. Ultimus, 13 minutes ago, man, I ruined this super chat. $4.99. He says super chat chain. So does that mean chain link, or does that mean you want to start a super chat chain, like one of those like trains of super chats? I appreciate it, Ultimus. Thank you for the support of the channel. Very good. Thank you very much. Australian internet is a real scam here. That's correct. We have Scamnet in Australia. But I purchased only the finest 250 megabit. That's the best we get in this area that I live in. The best we get. I'd take gigabit, but I can't get it unless I put a hard line in. And guess what that costs? I asked $13,000 and $800 a month. And you know what? No, I'm not going to pay that. I am not paying $13,000 to install the 1 gigabit connection. Can you imagine? Let's have a look at this Dow yesterday. Pretty nice stuff. Trendline, met support, bought straight off it. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. I want to go over to the QQQ though for a second here. And I want to just theorize a few things on the weekly with you guys. Let's get rid of these lines. We don't need those lines. So what we do want to do is we want to try to figure out whether we have a reoccurring kind of trend line that's been occurring and whether we have some area that we could potentially be targeting in the future. Because we know with our Nasdaq, with our SP500, we have the community trend line. So let's say theoretically we're coming into some kind of bad market, maybe, or euphoric market in July. Let's say theoretically this market goes ballistic and the QQQ makes its way up here and we hit something like a 364. Should we be paying attention to that? I think for sure we should be paying attention to that. So always think the market is like chess, guys. If you're going to win at chess, you don't want to be thinking about your current move. You want to be thinking about 3, 4, 10, 20 moves ahead. That's where we need to be in the market. So we always need to have a plan. When you get into a trade, what is your plan? Where are we going to go with it? Where are we going to go with it? I quite like those two. I especially like this support line. It's going to teach us if the market is being truthful or not. We've got a new peak. Let's say we get like this. Lower peak, low, close through. I will not be bullish at this point anymore. Bad thing. And if it gets through that lower trough, that's when the bears will take control. So we've got to be paying a lot of attention and have these types of things in. Hopefully you guys are learning that and we're getting better each day to get 30,128. Oh my God. Oh, we have to go over to it in a second. IWM, bit of a pull up yesterday. Now this is a tough index to trade. Tough. Look at it. You could say, oh, it's easy, Tom. You know, you buy somewhere down here and you sell somewhere up there. Fair enough. But I'm not loving the IWM from a trade perspective. Oh, we've got to go over. We've got to go over. Here it is. I saw that before. I was lightning fast. Oh, God. Oh, God. Look at it. Look at chunks like $400. That's the 1 minute. It's gotten through. So this is now history, technically. This is now the new low after that initial shock crash. What's happening to the rest of the coins? Don't worry about Doge. Let's have a look at Ethereum. It's getting there in 1 minute. Oh my goodness. Ethereum, 1808. Okay. That's okay. I'm kind of glad we got a new low. That's all right. 29.5 will be fine with me if we get repair off it. I want repair in the next $2,000. Somewhere we get repair. We just need this new low to take out. Unfortunately, it's taking out leverage, guys. There are a whole bunch of retail traders, I'm sure, heavily leveraged, and they won't be able to ride this leverage down to some level. Now, when that level is hit and they all get leveraged out, that will be where it turns. Is it just underneath 30,000? There'll be a lot of people just underneath 30,000 with their supports. Finken79 says, delicious. Rubs hands together. Finken, you can't celebrate other people losing money, man. See, that's the thing about the stock market that kind of sucks. I'm sure there's someone out there with some puts on the market. They're watching the stream right now. And they're like, don't talk about those bullish movements, Tom. I don't want to hear about it. And that's the thing. I can't please everyone, eh? You cannot please everyone. It's not good. We got $2.99 donation coming in here from Knock Knock. Knock Knock. You PM'd me before. See what happened there? Tom, FX rally music isn't working. Played it 6 times. But I didn't give the rally allowance to the Bitcoin today. I told you, you know this. I said, I'm not feeling too positive about this 30K touch. So I hope you're okay out there, Knock Knock. But yes, this is looking like it's going to decline. Now, I think somewhere around this 28.5, 29.5, I really want it to stop in these next couple of $1,000. Find quick, strong support. And tomorrow, we want a daily rejection. It will be beautiful if it daily rejects. That will be a very strong sign for us about the cryptocurrencies. So cryptocurrency, definitely a big red today. Nothing's cool about it at this stage, but it hopefully will repair and will continue. I'm going to dial in pretty hard here if it does, because I think it'll be very interesting trading and very interesting investing moving forward if we do get the repair that we're going to look for, and we're going to keep watching that through the next couple of days. But we'll go back over to the market for now. IWM, the Russell 2000. Yeah, it's in an area. If you like buying this, that's cool. For me, that's a chart where I'm like, it has no direction. It's stuck in a range. And I think that we've gotten clearer images from the other charts. Let's have a look here at the dollar index. Dollar index bulling a little bit after it came back off. Now, we knew yesterday the US dollar was probably going to find some resistance selling. So we've got to now theorize if it comes up here and it breaks through the 50. What's the next step? Well, the next step is 93.42. The step after that, a ginormous weekly double bottom on the dollar index. Imagine this if Papa Powell pushes it through there. Imagine this. Oh, the huge double bottom. The fully end of a trend down and the start of full repair on the dollar index could be upon us. So we'll have to watch that. And it always pays to do the top-down analysis and to understand where you are in the market, because that is a giant double bottom. No doubt. Giant double bottom and a very big V shape on the reversal here. When you least expect it, it does occur. So remember, break above here, movement towards here, bad for gold. Movement above here, really bad for gold. So we've got to be paying attention because this market is faster than it ever has been. Let's have a look over to the left. Dale Brittle says, too soon to buy crypto, Tom. Well, it depends what you're doing. So I think that when you see the repair, you will have the ability to buy the crypto. If you are already buying small portions from an investment, not trading standpoint, I think there is valid reasons to start to scale in on certain areas. Now, you've obviously got to make your own decision. It depends on your style. But yes, you don't just randomly buy today's price unless you have a plan of hodling that for a longer period. You just saw 30 breach. We expected 30 to breach. We also hope that 30 repairs fairly quickly with a nice, big, solid rejection. I don't want to see underneath 30 tomorrow when we wake up. I want to see a daily close, even if it goes to 27 today. I want to see tomorrow above 30, ideally. That would be ideal. Papa Pal dropping the hammer. Yeah, Papa Pal. So if you're not aware, here is Papa Pal. I've set this for American time. Let's refresh it. So right now, 8:31 New York time in America, ET. And we got Papa Pal coming out, testifying, 2 p.m. ET. Fed Chair Powell testifies. The nasty Papa Pal. So as we know, the market likes to have a little bit of a run into the Papa Pal discussion. It's like, yeah. Oh, he's talking. Oh, crap. And then it repairs itself. That's pretty much been the trend. He talks, it's bad. He stops talking, it's good. He anticipate, he talks, it's good. So it's like, good. They see him, that's a negative. We don't want to see Papa Pal ever, if possible. And then we get, of course, the repair after that point. Welcome to the 1,280 viewers out there as well. Thank you very much for joining us. If you do enjoy the stream, please do give us a big thumbs up. It does help us out as well. So BTC, 30,200. Nice little bit of buying pressure coming in, but it's too early to tell exactly what's going on there. Dollar index, it is where it is. Gold, let's have a look at gold. Let's go down to the daily. Let's go down to the 8 hour. Too early to tell what's going on here. Horrid price action both ways. We've got our kind of little bit of structural support. We've theorized 1800 from yesterday. I'm going to stick with that. I think it's really difficult to, just trade kind of exactly in this zone. Like, I mean, if you were looking at these candles right now, you would say it's more short than buy because you've got a rejection, and a rejection. These are all wicks. So you would say more short than it is to buy. But in terms of making a bigger, longer term call, we need to close above 1800. You guys know this. We need to close above 1800. Get above the 200 SMA. Get above this 20 on the 8 hour. One of our favorite time frames to trade the cryptos and the currencies and the Forex and everything else. This area here must be breached, and it is not being breached right now. Too close to tell. I could see it just going like this. Bleh. But I could also see it going through and recovering. So at this point, I'd call it neutral because it's hit a very key level of support. You guys can see it. Bang. Buying pressure, buying pressure, buying pressure. This becomes buying pressure again, but it's not strong enough after such a massive falling knife on gold. Silver's a very similar case. We've got structural formation all over the place, but really nowhere to tell exactly when this thing's recovering at this stage. We move over to US oil. That was a phenomenal session for US oil. Beautiful stuff. So US oil is actually on support. So it broke through what I thought was going to be a resistance. It was. It sold off, went to 70, bounced much harder, much faster than I expected it to. Went on a crazy rally spree yesterday. Pretty impressive. $74. Wow, it's so close to our 75, 76 barrel level. And we've got resistance, support. So, you know what? Today is the day. If you see the right amount of repair on a 15-minute chart as well, then you know that potentially oil could have that kind of trade in it that goes towards the 75, 76 over the next couple of days. But it's right on that previous resistance acting as support currently. So will US oil get to the 76? I'm not sure yet, but phenomenal stuff by oil. We've been calling this thing as a community together. You know, you guys got big brains. You know what's up. We've been talking about it since 66. We've been following that beastie all the way up. We've been talking about it actually. If you've been following the channel long enough, we've been talking about it all the way from down here. Heavily discussing oil bulling. Our first target was here. Our second target was here. Went overshot us, but that's okay. Our third target, you know what it is, 72.90. And then our fourth target, of course, 76. So we've done well out of oil. I think it's been a pretty good analysis level. US 10-year, nothing much to speak about today. This does impact usually the Nasdaq. Nice big bull yesterday, even though the Nasdaq did well, and then it just came back up. So again, the story is really the same. The story is Nasdaq looks pretty strong in the morning. S&P 500 could be sideways or a little bit weak due to the Papa Pal. Maybe it goes up in the morning, Papa Pal pulls it back down. And we'll have to look at these hyper stocks here on the right-hand side, these stocks of interest, and check them out in just a second. Gold is going to be okay, says Anthony. Of course it's going to be okay. We just need to figure out the exact level. Shades Trader says good or evening. And then I'm not sure if he's abusing me, but welcome, Shades. Good to have you here, sir. Daniel Polk, $5. Let's check Hex US dollar C, please. Okay, man, we'll check that out. And then we'll go over to our individual stock analysis, see if we can find some sweet moves. By the way, thank you to the person who predicted or pulled in Wish yesterday. Did you see Wish's move? It's a good trade. That was a solid technical level. We might, if you guys want me to, I'll have a look over that again. That was a solid level. I don't know what the hell it's going to today. I don't care. But that was a great trade. Above 12, boom, goes the dynamite. The only squeeze stock that really did well through the session that I looked at, other than that, of course, that torch. Hex US dollar C, just on support, bro. When you go and have a look at this one, you break it down. You can see that it's bought off this before. It's bought off this again. I assume this is a crypto. So really, it's holding amazing, but that is a double top pattern. So if it gets through this level, unfortunately, I could see it drive hardish down. It seems to be completely bucking most of the trend, though. This is a much stronger coin than everything else. I don't know if I'd feel that great about it if it gets through here, though. So watch this level, then it comes down to this level, but I feel like it will go the full, because it's holding so much better than the rest of crypto. Usually what happens is a stock like this or a crypto like this, it will hold, and then when it fails, everyone will pull all their money out and go and move into other better investments for the period. So they might be saying, oh, Matic's down 20%. I want Matic, or I want Link, or I want something else. And when they see that, then it really does drive harder lows. So this has been pretty technical. It is a big double top if it breaches the 0.074. So good luck. Oh, is that what it means? Tom, oh my God, SPLK. What's happening? Oh, it's good. I love it, guys. Yes. Oh, private community, you'll be happy with me today. You will be happy with me today. Good work, guys. Let me have a look here. Yes. Praise the Splunk. I'll show you guys. Here we go. Look, see? I'm very, very happy with that one. Yeah. Who said that was a crapper yesterday? 8.32% pre-market, 136. Good. Look at that. Beautiful. And I think I put it in the day before as well. So that's very nice. Great work. Thank you very much for telling me about Splunk. Appreciate that. That was good. Who cares why it moves, mama? The point is that we had a sick double bottom trade off a full repair trend line. I love that type of thing. And you know what? It's solid every time. Well, not every time, but it's solid enough. Double bottom, repairs in, create a little bit of volume. A little bit of volume comes through as well with the session. Crypto is dying. Yeah, crypto is suffering at this stage, but we'll keep watching through. So you can see that little bit of extra nasty action. See that big volume that kind of comes through, plus there's some volume accumulation down here. That's a telltale sign that nasty funds, the leeches, the whales, they're all over it. And when you see that type of thing with the correct levels, with the correct repair, it does play out. So let's hope that holds for the pre-market. That is nice. Roku's a beast. Yeah. Any more to go, though, Tom? I think, look, the thing with the Splunk, like today, probably not. I mean, that's probably can't even hold 8.32%, really. It probably can't even hold 8.32% because if it's a big move for a stock like this. I mean, this thing's not a small fry. It's actually smaller than I thought. 20.57 billion, considering it's supposedly such a big thing. I don't really want to hold this, but yeah, I'm looking for a 150. So first is 135, then 150 from a technical perspective. You can see the resistance. You can see the support around that line. 140 is also a watch point because of that previous resistance over here. So Splunk is good, but yeah, I digress. We were going through the other stuff. So crypto market, unfortunately, is getting beaten through, as we can see. We kept going. We've gone through our gold. We've gone through our silver. We've done some of the stocks. We will now probably start to dial in on everything else. We've also got Ulrich Nielsen, DKK, $20. Hi, Tom. Please take a look at Archon. Cheers. All right, will do, bro. Thank you very much to the subscribers as well coming in. Appreciate that, guys. Archon. Recon Technologies. Oh, wow. That's nasty. Jeez. Whoa, that's bad. Okay, so this is Recon Technologies. I don't exactly know what's going on there, but I assume it's some earnings or something terrible that's happened. Look, you don't really want to buy this kind of falling knife, unfortunately. What it really is doing is if a market's coming down this low, so when you think about this, previous resistance, previous support. I see why people are buying it, but really all you're doing is you're buying a very, very, very sick stock. Now, I don't know why it got down here. You'll have to do your own analysis on that. But generally speaking, it will take time to repair. You may see like a dead cat bounce, which is what everyone's hoping for, and then it falls off. But generally, it can take some time to repair. And what you probably prefer to do is wait for the repair, wait for the closure so you can be more sure that this market's, done the right thing. It's kind of like that Splunk stock before. And then you get into the participation phase. So, yeah, from the perspective of where this is, it's on support, no doubt. It's right where you kind of want it to kind of stop bleeding, but I don't know why. And that is a very nasty chart. That is really bad. Archon was a Chinese pump and dump. Oh, if it is, then yeah, it's not good either. That is a full-on dump, though. How big is the size? Oh, that makes sense. Market capitalization, 108 million. Yeah, you don't want to dance with the devil. And then dancing with those is always going to be the penny stocks. So unfortunately, the penny stocks really, really get smashed. I don't like to delve in those areas if I can help it. Let's have a look at the Webull pre-market here. Let's check out everything that's going on in the pre-market. So we'll click the buttons. So we've got Square down 1.58%, no surprise. It's unfortunate, but that's going to be down with, of course, the crypto market. You've got Coinbase as well, 2.94% down to 216. It could be down more, actually. That's surprising it's down so little. PayPal, all these things that are associated with Bitcoin are down. There's no surprise. Let's go on to the green side, though. We've got CrowdStrike recovering a bit from yesterday. BioNTech, Okta, Zscaler, Chipotle, Netflix, Roku, they're all green. And it makes sense. These were the stocks that were kind of getting beaten around yesterday. Remember, Wall Street pumped CAT. They pumped all the JP Morgan, everything else. Then all of a sudden, those become out of phase as they go and hit their 20 moving averages, etc. And they go back into some of these stocks that they bashed around a little bit yesterday. Let's have a look at the speculation. Let's look at what is up the most. So coming in, GameStop's probably the biggest interest here today, 7.95%. We've got Clover Health also firing off the support, 5.78. So that's right back down to that support zone. And then the rest, and AMC will be... Where is AMC? Why can't I see it? It will be there somewhere. I thought it was... I think it was red. Was it red? Let me have a look. Yeah, down 0.84%. Hey, Tom, ATVI to $100. ATVI, Activision Blizzard. Long leg doji. Activision Blizzard. Ugh. Two minds about this one. Activision Blizzard was a good company. Now it is less than stellar. Look, you've probably got some problems here for this one. I think it's going to release... Look, I'll buy a game from it this year. I'll buy the Diablo 2 Resurrected. So I'll support you, if you're holding this particular stock. You've got the clear support of 88.54. You had a long leg doji on it on the daily. So I think you've clearly got two paths here. Because we're in a range, you can see the range. What all you're looking for is a closure above here, and you're probably going to start to see some repair back up to the 98.60 zone. If you get a close below here, it's going to smash into the 200 on the daily, and then of course you hopefully do see that turnaround occur. So it's an interesting one, Activision Blizzard. Not probably one of my favorite stocks right now. We'll go through all my favorites at this point. We got Vladimir Catalin, welcome to the day trader community. Thank you very much, Vladio. If you make sure to, I probably mispronounced your name, so I apologize about that. Make sure to synchronize your Discord and, of course, membership here. Make sure you do that, and you'll gain access to the rooms. Can you also, just message me if you have any problems with that one. It should work straight away. Appreciate the support. Let's just have a quick look through the rest of these donations. We've got Ulrich asked us to look at Archon. It sounds like we should stay away from that, unfortunately, Ulrich, unless you're in it, and then kind of watch it for a little bit maybe. And then we've got Schwahob super chatting $2. DQ just got 100 shares at 65. Broke resistance ugly. So I assume you must mean broke support. Yeah, broke support. So you got it at 65. So what lessons, if there are any, can we learn from this? You bought it at 65. Okay. I can see that you were just trying to buying the support. I guess it's not as easy as maybe like Bitcoin knowing that that was going to go lower. This one here, yeah, it is ugly. There's no doubt. I mean, your next support is not good. Your next support's unfortunately down at $48 and then 53. So you got 53, 48. 48's the clear target here. And you do have a series of lower peaks, but I don't think it's as easy to spot. Let's have a look at the 4 hour. Okay. Yeah, it's ugly, man. It's ugly. There's no redeeming factors here. I wish I had one for you, but I don't. Even the weekly is not redeeming. I guess you saw these and you thought, oh, was a bit of buying around that 65. I'm going to take a catch the falling knife kind of guess. You didn't wait for the repair would be something I would always say. Look for the lightning bolt, look for the repair. And that's why it probably pays sometimes to be part of the participation phase over the other phases. It does make sense. ADA about to hit $1, says the crypto god. Yes, unfortunately, ADA hitting $1 buckaroonie. You can see it here. Big fall off. And Ethereum getting hit round. As we suspected, Ethereum getting bashed. Where's the next zone for this? Well, if BTC takes like a 1K dive, I could see this dropping a few hundred. You can see the support from 1731 previously. It is quite unfortunate stuff there. And we got $4.99 coming in from Brandon Alfred. What is going on with UTME? UTME keeps spiraling downwards. Is there going to be any recovery? Whoa. Oh, is this some nasty IPO or SPAC or something? Unfortunately, I don't know what's going on with it because I don't follow this particular stock or whatever's going on. But I will say, as a general rule of thumb, guys, stay away from IPOs in America, all right? If you're in an IPO early, pre-market, glory to be you. You're going to get a good price on it in the first couple of days. If you're buying it a few weeks later, bad. Let's think about this for a section. We go to any one of the SPACs. They all went down. Go to Twitter. You will see that I'm correct here when you go over all of these charts. Twitter. Oh, look, when Twitter came in, 2000. This should be a success story. 2013. Bang. Facebook. Snapchat. Snowflake, Coinbase. Do we need to say more? Don't get involved in the IPO if you're not early. If you're early, sell it with the rest of Wall Street. They don't know how to price it and you get absolutely smashed. Lancer said your screen is very clear this morning. Yeah, I upgraded to an IPS monitor for you guys. I noticed that because I was using a TN monitor, they're fine for me, but this is better for you guys. So it's nice and clean and crisp, and hopefully you do enjoy and appreciate that stuff. It definitely looks better. It really does. Nice and clean. So don't get involved in the IPOs. Come back 12. If you get one thing out of the stream, 12 to 18 months later. Unfortunately, with that particular stock that you were looking at, doesn't look too good. UTME, when you look at this, it's on support, man, from the previous buy, but other than that, you'll have to do some fundamental analysis. There's no TA here because you have no history. GME up 7% pre-market, getting spammed here by the killer is me. Yes, we see it, man. And you know what? GME obviously has got the spam bots going. It's got the stock twits improving, and it's coming back into play. GME, its time should be very, very soon. We've been discussing that now for about a week. Mike has super chatted $5. Morning, Tom. Can you have a look at IDEX? Sure, man. IDEX. Where's this from? Philippines EV company. I assume it is on the Nasdaq. Okay. Is this the right IDEX? For my daughter, who has been investing since the beginning of the year, reinvesting her AMC dollars. Well, congratulations. Hopefully she made some money on the AMC. This stock here, is this the right IDEX? Information Technology Services. You said it's an EV stock. I assume it is this. Maybe I'll wait and one of the mods can tell me if this is the right one. I'm not sure why exactly you're picking this stock, but maybe you've got some reasons. Look, the good news is it broke out from this little bit of a consolidation. Let's have a look at the 4-hour chart now. It could be considered a head and shoulders here. Left shoulder, head, right shoulder. Clearly got a very key level support. What I'd be waiting for is this. Break above here. So if this is the stock, closure above that zone, that'll give you the trough, the peak, the higher trough, then the higher peak, and then of course you can go on with the sequence. Welcome to the 1,530 viewers today. Unfortunately, if you're a crypto fan, yes, it is going lower, but the good news is if things recover and Bitcoin snaps over the next 24 hours, I'm actually pretty confident we'll get a nice recovery. Remember, go have a look at the Wyckoff strategy or Wyckoff strategy. You will be quite pleased if it does come through. I think I will be too if that does occur. So let's get through all these stocks, the stocks of interest for this morning. What is going on? We've got Twitter breaking out yesterday. I think it's a great breakout here for it. Another strong day put on Twitter to fill the eventual gap of 64. This should actually have a decent day if Papa Powell doesn't ruin our session. Great trade yesterday coming through. Yeah, Mike said correct. Perfect. Thanks, Mike. Yeah, my thought is wait for it to get above that point because you don't want that head and shoulders to play out on that other stock. So we've got resistance here. That got breached. That's strong for the Twitters. Towards the 64 we go. Been following this ever since we got through this point. Been following it since 55. You guys know we've been covering that quite a lot. Square will unfortunately be down today. There's not much we can do about it. Pre-market, market yesterday was really, really good. And you can see this 230 is a pinnacle support here for Square. 2050 about to cross. If Bitcoin can at least stabilize, I think that will be strong for it. But yeah, Square's not really a Bitcoin company. It just benefits off its holding of Bitcoin and obviously off the Cash App. And actually, that brings me to a good point. When you're doing social arb, make sure you have programs. Let me have a refresh of this. Let's have a look here. So we need to change this now to date. And we got to change this to June 22nd. I'm interested to... Oh, guys. Jack Dorsey, fix your damn program, man. You might be kicking ass with Cash App, but damn, your reviews suck of it. I was reading them the other day. Oh, they're bad. They're so bad. It's like, I got scammed, I got scammed, I got scammed. But this is a really good sign here for Square overall. See how the Bitcoin, what it's doing is it's getting people that have no idea about what the hell they're doing. And they're like, hey, I want to buy Bitcoin. Someone's like, you can do that on Cash App. And they're like, really? And they're like, yeah, you can buy the Bitcoin on Cash App. So actually a crash is creating an increase. And I can tell you that this was certainly not number 8 on the Google Play Store recently. Let's have a look at the App Store ranking. I want to check out the App Store ranking. Have a look here. Okay. Up 1. Wait, where is it? Hello, Cash App. Oh, that's bad. Let me refresh that. Let me change it to the 21st. Oh, not good. Should be 15 plus, actually. Not good. So on the Google Play Rank Store, it's good. On the iPhone store, it's actually dropped about 3 points. So we'll continue to watch that. You do want to check it out when you're invested in these kind of companies. You want to know everything about them if you can. And social arb is really the last kind of level that retail has over Wall Street. Now, Wall Street trap act rankings nowadays. So it's not as easy as it was. But when you see seasonals, when you see certain social arbs that are different, or that you're thinking outside the box, or you look at the reviews, or you look at the company and you actually read the reviews on Glassdoor about what they think of the CEO, etc., you can garner some very keen information for making investment decisions. Glassdoor, App Store, reviews. Don't buy a company that produces a product that you haven't read the reviews or tried yourself. You should do that. If you're going to put serious coin behind it, let's say $10,000, $20,000, $30,000, you kind of want to know what's going on there. You kind of want to know. High End C says, I'm dumb. I bought TRCH today. We'll have a look at TRCH soon. And then Kim Lim says, Disney Plus on a rocket ship. Yeah, that was strong numbers for Disney Plus's downloads. Is Loki good? Loki, is it good? I haven't watched it. But I might check that out actually after the stream. Maybe I'll watch the first. I've got the first episode. I'm ready to go. Okay. T-Doc. This stock sucks. But you know what? We know we've got the level. We're so close to getting through. The price action actually has been relatively good. The volume is mediocrity. But, all it takes is one more close and then we'll be there. We'll keep watching it, but T-Doc sucks. And we'll come back and watch that space. Airbnb looked horrible yesterday. Did a bit of a rebound again. It's grinding. It's lackluster at this stage. But 164 is still in its sights. We've got over to Apple. Great day for Apple yesterday. Beautiful movement here from its breakout. It's kind of got towards both completions. I think Apple's kind of trending towards this 136 level at this point. So yeah, it looks good. And it will bring along the Nasdaq with it, hopefully, as well. We'll check out Snow. Snow continues to bounce off the 233. You can see the strength here of this coil. So this is exactly the type of coil that you want to see before another breakout. I think Snow is a good candidate. The other thing is, look at the volume improvement. So all of a sudden, it's gone from lackluster volume to volume improvement. What's that tell us? Wall Street's getting involved, guys. They are getting involved in this particular one. Then we go over to end phase. Tough day in the start of the session. Yeah, should be able to continue towards 175. I think nothing's changed there. Shopify was one that went into excess phase. So I'm not very bullish on this at this price. My completion was right here, 1475-ish. It's pre-market here again. Yesterday, I'm sure someone said, Tom, you're a moron. I'm still in, baby. Diamond in the hands. And then it went up, and it was up about 4 or 5% at one point. I was looking at it going, oh, here we go, excess phase. And it excess phased and then crashed through by the end of the session. So this just shows you that when you pick a key technical, you create your flag, you've got your flag range, you should be much, much happier with what you're doing. With what you're doing for sure. Q says, I'm the crypto god. I have bought the bottom 4 times today. Yes, Q, you're the crypto. If you buy the bottom 4 times, you got to be the best, yeah? It just keeps going down. So you just keep buying, you're just ripping it. Love to see that though. BTC back above 30. That's great. So Shop, I expect it to kind of do this for a little bit. I mean, maybe it keeps going up, but I kind of feel like it's at resistance. What do you guys think? I feel like it's at that zone where I'm like, yeah, ARK-K, still nice breakout. Again, looking strong here. I think ARK-K can make it to the 129. With or without Tesla, it will give it a good go. ARK-G, I'm a big fan. Love the coil. I love the coil. Bio. Look at all the moving averages. 200 simple, 20 exponential, and the 50 exponential behind. That is sweet. Whew. ARK-G. Holy hot damn. If I actually did a lot of TA on these types of funds, and I know what's underneath it, I'd be feeling all right about that one. BA did well yesterday. This is Boeing. It's actually a pretty strong setup for further bullishness. We effectively have a bearish candle. We have a long leg doji. We've got a gap down. Then we've got a gap up, followed by nice movement. So, of course, this could be, Morningstar kind of creation here. Usually you want like more of a bullish kind of point like that down the bottom. But I think it's pretty strong, and Boeing had some nice increased volume in it. I think it can also buck the trend of the Caterpillar or the DE or other things. I think it can move on up and through. So that was a good day for it yesterday, and it's why it's in the watch list. CRISPR, beautiful stock. Continue on, baby, to the 137. That's what we need. We need to go to 137. Nice breakout, close consolidation up here after a bit of coil, 2050 cross, and then we've got 200. It's above the 200 simple moving average. AMD is probably where it gets a little bit more fun, though. We'll check that out in a second. Adam Sesford, super chat at $5. Is ETC dead, dropping with the market, or will it recover? Well, firstly, ETC is, and you're talking about Ethereum Classic, I assume. Is that right? Yeah, Ethereum Classic. This is not a coin that I would dabble in. So the problem with ETC is it only goes late cycle of euphoria because it's kind of useless and the development on it is barely there. So yeah, this coin, it does come back. It has little spurts, but you've got to learn from the past here on this one. You've got to think, okay, what can I learn from the past? It has its little runs, but if you go back over to maybe the previous history, see how it has these little runs. Only during peak euphoria can ETC really get it done. It is not a hodl coin. It's very, very bad for the hodl. So unfortunately with ETC, I could see it weakening pretty hard along with the rest of the market. And most of the money, because the fear is really set in now, will be going into these types of coins. You know, ADA, will it recover? I'm confident it can. Will Ethereum recover? I'm confident it can to some degree. And same with BTC. I think they can all recover. Top 20, top 30 coins, they can recover. Unfortunately, ETC is not one of those. It just does not do too well. We've got Vulcan Gossman, $5. Hi, Tom. Thoughts on ATOS getting added to the Russell this month? Thanks for all you do. You are first class. No, you guys are first class. We have been smashing it recently. We've been doing great. But you know what? It's your support that actually keeps me going. Because I tell you what, if we didn't have support on the channel, you know, I can't imagine rocking up with like 50 viewers and getting it done. Like it just, I'd be like, you know what, is this really worth it? So, you know, you guys actually make it happen. That's for sure. ATOS, let's have a look here. Therapeutics. Oh, well, I like the fact it's a therapeutics. Medical specialities, daily moving up here. Beautiful. Oh, wow. Look at all that sweet gains recently. Sweet gains all the way through May. June went crazy in the start of June, fell off 395. That's a wild stock right there. Increased volume coming in. Look, it's known for the pumpy dumpy. I think that's the main problem. So maybe it's pumping in anticipation, and it might be a buy the rumor, sell the fact. I don't know what exactly this holds and whether it's a very strong one. It's a $711 million company at this price. It's been known to pumpy dumpy almost every single time. So you know what? I don't trust it. We don't trust pumpy dumpies. But what we do is if we're in a pumpy dumpy, we understand the levels that we want to be watching. So let's say the hype is improving and we see it clean 688. Where's it going to go? It could go all the way to 10, you know. But you've got to be prepared to cut it and follow it on a moving average. So what I would do is I would follow it on a really small moving average. I would figure out the time frame that it's been following. If it's like a 15-minute or if it's a 1 hour or something like that, I would follow whatever it's moving on and it's kind of coming back and going off. And that would be the zone that we would be targeting. So watch it. It's making a series of higher peaks, higher troughs and everything like that, Vulcan. And be very careful to pumpy dumpy and clean it over. Get rid of it. It's like Avio, yeah? If you look at this pharmaceutical stock, this stock is the biggest piece of crap. I mean, I shouldn't even probably swear and call it that, but you know what? It is. Because when you understand that it sucks, then you know that it's the pumpy dumpy. Pumpy dumpy, pumpy dumpy. You know, I had a go at it a little while ago, but I understood this thing sucks. And I knew because of its previous price action, it cannot be trusted. And it was not to be trusted. And one day it'll probably pump again. But yeah, be careful on these types of stocks. We've got John Locke coming in with $4.99. There's no message, but luckily one of the mods picked it up for you. Thank you very much, Dave. And he says, I'm curious of your opinion on CLF. All right, let's have a look at CLF. Cleveland Cliffs. So this stock's been doing incredibly well recently with its kind of like trend line, crazy moves up. And you'll notice this is a pretty solid trend line. And it also has a really, really solid take profit line that you've had cleaning up every single time. So as this is holding, it's like the 2 steps forward, 1 step back, but it's kind of like 2 steps forward, 1.5 steps back. That's how the ascending triangle is going. 2 steps forward, 1.5 steps back, 2 steps forward, 1.5 steps back, etc., etc. Do I like this type of trade? Well, I think it's acting pretty technically. It does have huge amounts of volume on it. You can see all that volume coming through the chitter chat, and it's trying to grind higher. So if you buy these levels, then you should be okay if you've got proper risk management. But remember, if it cleans past this, effectively what's happened is you've broken this uptrend, and I think that you will probably see a big fall off on this stock, because this stock, if you go and put it in perspective of weekly, it's well ridiculous right now. But it is grinding towards the 28. So we've seen it quite a few times. 28's the eventual target, and it's a steal, and we're just going to keep following it up for as long as that trend line holds. Can you have a look at NVIDIA, says Madeline? Yes, we can. Yes, we can. The pumpy dumpy. That's right, guys. We should wear like a shirt. Don't buy the pumpy. Well, sell the pumpy dumpy or something like that. For sure. For sure. All right. We have to get back to these markets. Plenty of things going on. We saw BTC go under 30. I see that as a mega positive towards the market. I know not many people do, but I would love to see that thing recover. So for crypto fans, it could be good. It's a blessing in disguise if we see the big whales start to buy that thing up. They've taken out, no doubt, quite a lot of liquidation. If anyone has the number on how much liquidation has gone on just then, please let me know. I'd love to share it with the community. We've got Jerome Papa the Pal talking today, 2 p.m. ET in New York. He's going to, of course, add his annoyance to the markets, which is always usually means for sideways to down day. I'm still optimistic on the tech sector, though, specifically the hyper stocks throughout the session. And I'm probably more pessimistic on the US 500 after it filled the gap, maybe a little bit of decline after yesterday's rumble in the jungle. That was a serious move there. We'll go through some of these squeezes. We've got 22 minutes till the market open. Let's have a quick look here. So we've got AMC coming in with 2.24%. I'm not feeling great at AMC fans. I'm not feeling great. I think they're moving. I think the nasty big apes, the big Harambe's, they're leaving you. You can kind of tell. They're like, you know what? It's all getting too hard. We're going to push it into the next one. Resistance, support. You get underneath here. I talked about in today's video, my major concern for you guys is not that it's going to explode and die. It's just that it's going to most likely have that move down to $40. That's effectively a double top. It struggled for days now to get through 63. At the same time, we've got no one caring about GME. Today, interest is coming back. We'll see how that plays out. Move above 240 will be significant for GME. This will be a significant zone if it can occur. You can see here resistance. We clean this level. Things are looking a lot more positive. They certainly are. Few people want the song. Are we there? Are we there? We at 500 plus likes. We've got about 480, I believe. So make sure if you're out there, give it a like. We get 500 likes. We'll play the hype music coming to today. Hopefully that will turn everything around. So GME looks positive, at least initially. 214. Yeah, we do need to get above 210. We need that to repair the damage that was done in yesterday's session. CLOV, you'll notice it's at support. It's up 4.36% pre-market. So it's right around that kind of zone where you expect some buying pressure to occur, 1170 to 1121. I'm not bullish on this, but yep, it is finding some level. Wish was a great one yesterday. What a great breakout. Serious points of higher low, equal resistances. Little clearance in the first 15 minutes of trade led to some nice gains. So well done for bringing that one up. It was awesome. That was really awesome. What else do we have? We have our Chinese stocks sitting here, which we'll be watching throughout the next couple of sessions. We'll have to see what happens there. And we've also bought a new one into the speculatives. We've bought in, that's right, dun, 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 Beyond Meat. It's come in. We've got this in the speculation pile for the next couple of sessions. We're actually looking for a break high. We're looking for it to bust this series of lower peaks off. And then vegetarianism or veganism will be strong because Beyond will move beyond. The idea here is that we've had a nice repair in the market. We're above resistance. We're ascending or descending triangle at this point. But you know, when this stock goes crazy, retail community gets wild on it. They push it so hard, so fast. It's phenomenal stuff. So we'll be watching Beyond in the speculation list, just like we're watching DKNG and the story and plot unravel on this one. Maybe it's hard to own this right now with, with everything that's going in on it. But that's why they're in speculatives. Speculation, for sure. Marvin the Martian says, Gotham Bag says, I hit the like before the stream started. What more do you want? Well, nothing from you, Gotham. I just want more from everybody else, yeah. Is that right? All right, let's play the intro. Let's get into it, guys. We've got intro 15. Let me just quickly set that up. Here we go. We'll switch on over. There we go. Nice. Oh. Wrong screen, guys. That's what happened. All right, let me just check this out. 1 second. I have to play it on this screen. 1 second. We got screen issues. All right, here we go. We'll have to watch it here because we've got no choice. All right, there we are. All right, there we go. TK says, Wish may get shorted. Be careful. I don't doubt that Wish gets shorted, man. Yesterday was good for it. Today, not so good. It's a day-by-day thing on all of this. It's a day-by-day thing. So today's big moves in terms of the markets. Let's have a quick look at the stock Twitters. Where are we? So we'll get the stock twits up here. And we'll go to rankings. So we'll see coming in to the market open, we've got Bitcoin, we've got Torchlight having a lot of discussion on around 10. I feel like that's almost over there. Torchlight moved very, very hard. We'll take a look. We've got Plug coming back into the discussion. We've got everything else here. And then we had GME kind of starting up before, and you'll notice GME 9 on the most active ranking list. We go in, message volume just getting started. Now I can tell you at the start of this stream, message volume was 1.37 or something like that % improvement. So now it's at 3.32. So the apes are clearly moving it through, and they are pushing it a little bit higher here. They certainly are pushing it a little bit higher. And that will be interesting to see how they play out with those sessions. Let's go over. There we go. Margin Advisor says, Tom, I'm so proud. I just bought a quarter Bitcoin. Woo! Congratulations. Hopefully it goes up for you now. You're a brave person. But then again, you know, maybe you've got a bit of money. You're ready to put the quarter Bitcoin down. SPLK up $12 in the pre-market. Good news. Yeah, that's awesome. Let me have a look at SPLK. It's great to see a good technical give you great returns. Yeah, I'm seeing 8.93% right here. Let's scroll through. We've got Alexandru TND. I'm not sure what we've got there, but I think he's just saying, Ron, $25. Thank you very much for the support. Appreciate it. Alexandru, we've got Britsu as well, $5. Tom, thoughts on Unity software? Let's have a look. Splunk had a great TA on it, so I'm really glad that came through. Pre-market, $108 here on Unity. Let's have a look at the 1 week. So this is software that basically you use to make games. I'm not really too sure with the engine how great it is long term. I don't really understand the stock. You can see that there's been increased volume movement here. So there's been increased volume. It's in repair, which is great. So it's actually repaired here pretty fully, which is good. And yeah, I mean, basically what I would say is that we have resistance breaking through, and we've got a point here with 108 coming in. It's pretty good. There's nothing really wrong with this. I mean, a closure above here, series of troughs, peaks, higher troughs, higher peaks, higher troughs, higher peaks. We break through the 108. It's the type of area that you want to be getting involved in if you like this particular stock. So yeah, I could see it repairing maybe up to 137 if it's the type of thing that you believe can get there. Fundamentally, I can't speak for it, but technically that is the right type of breakout there on Unity. Let's have a look at Plug. We discussed this a little while ago. It's up 3.18%. It was a bit disappointing. You know, we saw it consolidate above the resistance. Then it went high to 34, came back down, and then started doing this. I basically just went, whatever. But I did see it today only from the perspective of you've got a double bottom here and, you know, a closure above, what is this zone? 30.50 should be quite positive. So 30.50 would be a big benefit here. And then we hopefully move higher through that session. Let's have a look at NVIDIA. For people, NVIDIA 739 up 0.26% in the morning session. It's okay. It's a buy the rumor, sell the fact for sure. I don't believe the stock split is that positive for it. Like most of these stock splits in the US, I feel like, you know, this is the area where you're basically saying, okay, I'm going to hold it, but I'm not going to hold it through the actual fact. If you're trading it, came back down to the previous support, previous resistance. That's acted as support and is buying off that. Makes sense. The chart junkie says cryptos are getting bent and taking it. I hold 3.4 Bitcoin. Yeah, chart junkie. It's not good in the crypto market at the moment, but remember, if tomorrow we see a big bullish reversal, that will be much, much better. Bitcoin just crossed death line. I'm not too big on these death line calls and death cross calls and stuff like that. I think that many years ago they meant a lot. I think nowadays people just feel like they're a big deal. It's the price action that counts. What happens next? What is the psychology of the market that's the most important there? Always the most important is what's happening in the psychology of the market. Karamaga says, I bought GME last week. Gorilla Ape hands. Good. Hopefully it works out for you. I do hope it does. So we've got Papa Pow coming in at 2 p.m. ET. We've got 11 minutes till the market open. Let's dial in and get everything set up. So I think we should watch GME into the open. I'm kind of wanting to watch Splunk, but that's my own personal opinion. You guys vote right now. What would you like to see into the market open? So we'll watch this one in the 1 minute chart. We'll watch GME come in. We'll watch probably the Nasdaq or the SP 500. I'm assuming we will watch the Nasdaq for the session. It's pretty tough to really make a call on the Nasdaq here. S&P 500, I would feel, is at resistance, so it's going to coil and do bugger all for quite a while it waits for the Papa Pal, maybe negative. But yeah, we'll watch this one. 5 minute here. We haven't done our Tesla analysis, so we'll do that as well. What do you guys want? You want to watch Plug, Tesla, AMC, Bitcoin, Wish? Plug, please. Earnings came out. Yeah, we had a look at Plug. I think the double bottom looks all right. So Plug's double bottom looks good. Earnings are out, which is obviously reporting well. So we'll watch this one. Okay, guys, we'll watch Plug for you. Let's put it on the 1 hour. See that little double bottom? It's above there right now. Good. Square, please. Yep. So Square's just back to support. And I guess we'll put AMC on the chart. You guys want that. All right. So we'll watch those ones and we'll go over and do some analysis on what I want to do on Tesla. So down 0.29 in the market early. I think it's putting in the right work. If we have a look here on the daily, you can see the recovery here. So you can see the recovery. We've got resistance, resistance, resistance becomes support. That's a very, resistance, resistance, resistance. It breaks through that point. First closure above. Yesterday, we get very nice pull up. So we get a nice pull up through the session. We've got a series of higher troughs coming in as well. So you can see here, higher troughs on the trend line up. So once we get through 635, initially I was hoping always for 660, and I still think that. But you know what? 660, if that did occur, would breach our downward trend line on Tesla. So things may still improve here for Tesla. I see these things all over the Australian market. There's Teslas like the plague. The plague is happening with Teslas in Australia. You go, I don't even know if I can drive around the streets anymore without seeing them. My next door neighbor, replacing Porsche. Guess what they're buying? Teslas. They're buying Teslas. They have too many cars. I don't know what they're doing. But they're getting rid of their Porsche and they're replacing it with the Tesla. Their son and children are as well. So, yeah. It's crazy stuff. 8 minutes till the market open. Tesla is doing a little bit better here in terms of price action. I've been getting more bullish on it the last couple of days. It kind of reminds me a little bit of when we were getting more bullish on NEO, and look how that worked out. That went really, really well. We saw that repair come through and it did really, really nicely. So we'll be continuing to watch Tesla, but I feel like it's doing the corner turn. Elon's being quiet. That's good. I see that only as a benefit. Hopefully he goes away for some time and just gets focused back in on the session of cars. Square, some of you want, what is the opinion on Square? Look, I think 230 is super important. Resistance, this is all great. Peak, trough, higher peak, higher trough, 2 steps forward, 1 step back kind of action. Unfortunately, with where Bitcoin is right now, it's going to be very hard for Square to put in a good session today. But you know what? It could come down 20-50 moving average, hit that level, and hopefully it does bounce off it. It is not as correlated as many people think with Bitcoin. They hold Bitcoin, they trade Bitcoin, but it's not what I'm buying it for. I'm buying it for the recovery play. The recovery play. Paul Ross says Tesla Model 3s. Yeah, they're all Model 3s. All over everywhere around here. Mama says Teslas are all over my neighborhood now. Yeah, they're everywhere. It's like the plague of Teslas. Scott Morgan says Elon finally got muzzled. Yeah, he got stopped. And guess what? Tesla's starting to recover. It was a beautiful thing. He would have got yelled at. Someone would have yelled at him so hard. BTC coming into the market 29,600. Ethereum underneath 1765. ADA at the buck support. Markets basically flat as a tack. Where do you guys think the markets will be after Papa Powell today? I want you to choose right now. Are we going to have a red or a green day? Down or up, guys? Vote right now in the chat. I want to see what the chat thinks. Does Porsche have EVs? Yeah, they do, but they don't have one. Troy Warren says Splunk. Yeah, we're all over the Splunk. We've been following this. We added it to the list. Private community. Yeah. The hangout on Monday. We got it done. It was really good. We've got Chronically Sam here. Let me just quickly do what I said I would. How am I going to do this? There we go. Nice. Congratulations, Chronically Sam, by being a big supporter of the channel. You are now a moderator. I appreciate your support. Here come the votes. Let's see what the votes are. Up, up, down, green, green, red. SPX down, green, neutral. Yeah, you guys have no idea, neither do I. Usually I like to have an idea. Yes. The chart donkey says, I agree, Tom, on Square. Long, biggest holding. Yeah, I think if you're into this idea that the banks aren't investing in themselves, Square has a good chance. But I'll say this, chart junkie. I don't know if I have that much faith in the great glorious leader of having a CEO that runs two companies. I really want Square to start innovating again. I feel like they've lost it. They should have stores really blowing out with full integration into the website. I know they're doing it. They need more. They need more, and they need it fast. So most of you guys, it seems like everywhere here, up, down, all around. AJ says, when is Burry's apocalypse coming? Well, Burry's usually pretty early to the game with the apocalypse. Also, that rhetoric helps his trades. Remember, he's a big fan of taking the inflation-based trade. That has not been working out for him ever since he announced that. So I always think that people have agendas. We know this. If they have an agenda and they make a call on something and they know they've got a following and there's a good chance that that will help their agenda, then they will say it. The problem I have with Burry's call is, I totally agree eventually the apocalypse will come. I've said this several times. There will be, I believe, a correction later on in the year that could be like, 10, 15, maybe even up to 18, 20%. It is very possible. But 10 to 15 seems quite likely. But that doesn't mean like the apocalypse. If the apocalypse comes, you don't want that. And Burry doesn't want that either, really. He just wants that little snippet move that he can take advantage of. So we're 3 minutes off the market open. We've got GME sitting at 215, guys. We've got AMC sitting at, where's AMC? 54.30. Not great for AMC. Let's have a look at this on the 4 hour. I just want to show all AMC fans the 2 hour, the 4 hour. This is just like a giant double top. So be very careful at the 52.30, 52.20 today, guys. Very important zone for you to be looking at. Gravity Falls says, like a scalper, Burry is in and out of the Twitters. Yes, absolutely. Burry gets in, Burry gets out very, very quick. Thank you to all subscribers today as well. Appreciate your support. It's quite a few new subscribers to the channel. Great to have you here on our road to the 100K. Hopefully we can get there as we start to produce more content. So we're 2 minutes off the market open. We've done all of our favorite stocks pretty much, except for we haven't quite finished, have we? We've got AMD, guys. And I'm actually bullish on this. And you know why? Because it did everything we asked for it. It got through. It came up to our nice, dirty trend line on the way down. We take our profit like a good trader does. That's pretty good. We got massive increased volume. Big volume coming through, which means nasty Wall Street is buying. And then we come back down to the previous level. Resistance becomes support. Sounds interesting. We're up 0.54 today. This is the type of chart where you're seeing a 2050 cross where you start to see, hey, can we put the full repair in? Remember, they're buying back their own shares at the same time. So you got a helping hand here on AMD. Hopefully it can start to repair and breach our trend line later on the week. I'd love to see that. We've also got Z. Didn't quite breach properly at this point. So this is one. I don't believe in this stock at all, by the way. I don't like it. But anyway, Z, we're watching this one. We're watching the repair through the next couple of sessions. See how it goes. PLTR, Palantir, still, I think, doing quite well in its recovery. And then we have pins. Disappointing day yesterday. Got very close to the resistance of 75. Got 74.59 and busted off down. So hopefully that starts some full repair throughout the next couple of sessions. Here we go, guys. We're about to get in. We've got the opening bell. Let's get it ready. I'm going to play it for you right now. So it should be caught up for the bell ringing. There we go. Hopefully one day I'll come over to America. I will visit the great land and I will go and see the bell. That would be cool. I've never seen the bell. AJ says AMD is a winner. Yep, it certainly is. So the market's open. We've got 217 on the GME bell. We've got 53.96 on AMC, and we've got plug opening at 30.92. Let's scroll through all the stocks now. And wow, I am super surprised Square does not open down more. That means nasty Wall Street's on it for sure. Check out that. Is that real? only down 0.59% with, I'm a nasty Wall Street definitely on this stock right now. AAPL opens 0.03. I think that's a little bit, I think it should be down a little bit more actually. But it shows that Wall Street realizes now maybe it's not as much of a crypto stock as expected. TDOC opens 0.28 down. Airbnb flat as a tack. Most of these hyper stonks down. AMD does open strong out of the gates, as does the Splunky, up 9%. It's going to be all down around till, of course, Papa Powell, 2 p.m. Eastern time today. The Papa Powell will be out. We've got Bitcoin under 30K. I don't think it's all negative for Bitcoin traders. Just hope and pray that the whales buy it through and then get it back above 30,000 for the beginning of some repair. If you're interested in finding out more about how Bitcoin's going to trade over the next couple of weeks, make sure to subscribe to the channel. We'll be laser-eyed on that, just like we are on the rest of the stock market. So Square comes in a little bit stronger than I thought on the open. You can see it's holding around that 1 to 0.86%. That's better than I thought. Most of the other stocks kind of all around the places. You'll notice all of our short potential starts shorting off again. Only FedEx is up. DE is flat as a tack. And then Crocs and Car. Crocs is a stupid stock, but anyway, we'll get hold of that one day when it breaks through the support, and we'll know that it's going to get beaten down. AMC rotation come into GME throughout the session. And yeah, a bit lackluster. You can see it here. US 10-year Treasury is up 1.507. Let's click on the Webull percentage changes here. What is moving the most throughout the session? GME, Clover, Plug, Shopify. Another good little section there for it. And on the downside, of course, we've got anything to do with the Bitcoins. Let's go to the screener for the big stocks. Percentage change here. CrowdStrike, 3.56%. That's nice. Twilio, 2.55. I need to look at that stock again. And Roku, very strong trades coming out of Roku the last couple of days. Same with Zoom, actually. They've both been impressive. I should have Twilio on the watch, actually. I should have had that on there the other day. I forgot to put it on there. Let me have a look here at Twilio for you. Twilio. Yeah, so that's getting repair through everything. So not only is it done the right type of stuff where you've got the trough, you've got the consolidation, you've got the pullback to it. You can see the 7th of June, big pull up, closure high here. This is actually the trade here, but you do get a pullback. Now we're above, or we should be above, the downward swope as well. So I think, look, every tech stock is looking way more bullish than it used to be. Every tech stock is looking a lot more bullish than it used to be, because they're all starting to break out of these nasty kind of zones. You look at the Roku. Not one of my favorites, but great couple of days for the trade. And that's the thing. You don't have to trade everything you like. You can just trade what you see. And when things are breaking out, is Roku hitting resistance today? It's getting damn close. Right around just underneath that 400 is resistance, and you can see it clearly here. So it's in the danger zone for sure. But this is quite a few big bullish sessions coming out here. Even Zoom. If we have a look here at Zoom, we're so close to breaching through lower peak, lower peak, lower peak, lower peak. Guess what? Lower peak. We breach through this, all of a sudden there might be some participation on Zoom to 440. So you know what has to happen? I've got to bring Zoom back in. We got into it around here. We were talking about it hard. Zoom has got to come back onto the list. It's going to go in. It's going to come up. I'm going to go put it on the bottom. And I don't even like the stock. I hate the stock. But when it's there, it is there. People are saying, lol, it's red. Beyond moving up. Yeah, Beyond certainly does have the potential here. You can see the series of lower peaks. You can see where there's a huge move here that can occur. Huge move. It could be massive. I mean, I don't know if I'd be in it for that long, but when it spikes hard. That's the thing about Beyond. Lower peaks definitely coming through the session. JD doing well as well. Yeah. So we'll watch the Chinese stocks. I'm not convinced that they're in recovery just yet. we're waiting for further action if possible. Let's read the community here. Wish may get shorted heavily. Careful, says TK. Yeah, I think Wish's move was yesterday to the bull side. I wouldn't hold those type of things for more than one session. Clov off the support is getting bulled here. AMC's finding the weakness. GME's finding the strength as well. All these stocks turning around now. TDOC's breakout today should be fairly significant as well. So things are looking way, way better than they were. Jessica Santana says, Bitcoin God. Silver Liner, Tom, we will roll out the red carpet for you and welcome you to America. Oh, that sounds good, man. I'm just looking forward to, I don't know. It's just be cool. Whales are waiting for 20K, says Knock Knock. Nah, come on, Knock Knock. No 20K action. We only want like 28.5, 29. Wherever it just went then's fine. Just now, we've taken out the shorts. Let's move to the bull side for sure. Roku could test 400, says Todd Jager. Absolutely, it could. All right, guys. Well, that probably ends our stream for today. I've got to get into a little bit. I've got to go hunting some of this action as well myself. But yeah, realistically, pretty good session. I think things are looking okay here for the hyper stocks. If you're ever wanting to know and tell how things are moving, then possibly log in to something like Koifin, and I'll show you what one of the things I like to do. Well, this is the free version of doing what I like to do. And you go here and you go 1 day, and you can kind of see the strength coming through the sectors. If you don't know which sector's firing, you can add all your sectors. And, this is another day for our strong sectors. We theorized yesterday there'd be some pickups through these sectors. Now it's time for the biotech. Now it's time for the technology. Now it's time for the healthcare. Our favorite three, the trifecta combo for June, hopefully into July. They're the trifectas. We're done with that other crap, and we're going to hopefully bring this one home. So you can see they're coming through here early in the session, and it's kind of fun. It's like watching little line races or something like that. It's like, was it Snake from like Nokia phones back in the day? It's not bad. It's not bad. All right, everyone. See you in the public Discord community. See you in the private Discord community. Remember to follow us on Twitter at FX Evolution. Come on over. I post little bits of snippets of information. Today I was talking about the whales unloading, of course, on their shorts. And make sure to follow us on the socials as much as you can. We appreciate your support. And if you're interested in finding out any more of the things that we do, you can jump on over to fxevolution.com and check it out. You just click on this link here, and it takes you to hopefully our website. Let's have a look. It works. So there you go. All right. See everybody. Catch you tomorrow for the daily recap first. Bye for now. Lou says, has the Dogecoin hype train derailed permanently? I doubt it's derailed permanently. Dogecoin has this way of coming back out of it's like a gangster. Comes out of the hide hole when you least expect it. It's got a gun and it takes your money. So, yeah, I think Doge is certainly a sleeper hit. It's like a short squeeze. It's a sleeper hit at some point, but not my cup of tea. Hope